Hail! Halt! Mortals are not permitted within the walls of Holy Silarn. Would that I could exact satisfaction upon you for that insult. But I am honor-bound to guard the doors of Silarn, and so I will stay my hand. For now. Halt! My pardon, Lord. Receive this key, and with it free passage throughout the shrine of the Flame of Agnon. Alas, we cannot light the flame until we take control of the Altar of Despair from the infernal Maskin. The Armazalkana would wish to speak to you at once. Proceed through this door to our main encampment at the Altar of Rapture.
The Ariels will soon pay for their arrogance. State your business. Silarn is holy ground, unfit for mortals. You'll have to do better than that, you dust-dwelling, goat-herder, pathetic remnant of infamous Yokuda.
Halt! Would that I could exact satisfaction upon you for that insult, but I am honor-bound to guard the doors of Silarn.
State your business. Silarn is holy ground, unfit for mortals. You'll have to do better than that, you dust-dwelling, goat-herder, pathetic remnant of infamous Yokuda.
Halt! Mortals are not permitted within the walls of Holy Silarn. Would that I could exact... but... My soul for Sheogorath. The flame is only lit at the command of Sheogorath, from the altars of rapture and despair within the shrine itself. I'm sure the Armazel Kana will be glad to help you once the Maskin are driven from the altar of despair. It is just there, at the top of these steps. You would pray for the blinding ecstasy which is the ultimate reward for those in Sheogorath's service? Alas, we have not seen the Altar of Despair for many years. It is in the underground part of Cylon, which is controlled by the Maskin. The Maskin do not even allow us free passage to worship there, which is one of the many reasons why they are unfit to continue to guard it. She commands the Orioles here at Cylon. She has just arrived with reinforcements from Brellock to end this stalemate once and for all. The treacherous ones. The dark seducers of ill repute, whose every action drags Sheogorath's holy name through the mud. That's what we call ourselves, the most loyal and honorable servants of Sheogorath. Our home and sanctuary here in the Shivering Isles. For Sheogorath's
reported no signs of the Maskin in the Underdeep. It's our best chance to take them unawares.
My soul for Sheogorath. Too risky. It's likely to be a trap. They could cut us to pieces down there if they knew we were coming.
With all due respect, Armas, I ask that you reconsider. The main passage is strongly defended. Perhaps if you'd allow me to scout further.
Enough! I've made my decision. We will attack down the main passage as planned. The Maskin will not withstand us. Cylon shall be ours. Cylon shall be ours.
Are you here to help us drive the Maskin out of Cylon? Go. My scouts recently discovered another way through the ruins to the Altar of Despair. The Armazel Cannon wants to assault the altar down the main passage, but the Maskin are expecting us to come that way. They've strongly fortified the main passage against us. If we attacked through the Underdeep, we could take them by surprise. If only Kenna would listen to me. An attack down the main passage will end the same as it always does. A glorious defeat. She thinks the Underdeep is a trap. It's true. If the Maskin knew we were coming that way, we wouldn't stand a chance. But I'm convinced the Maskin don't expect us to come that way. If we attacked in full force, we could take the Altar of Despair before they had a chance to react. If only I could make Kenna see that. Go.
This is no place for a mortal. We are about to join battle against the Maskin. You'd best stand aside. My pardon, emissary. I am at your service. We are preparing to sweep the Maskin scum from Cylon. Perhaps Sheogorath sent you to help us. Only the servants of Sheogorath can light the flame, by kindling the altars of despair and rapture which feed the flame. Alas, we hold only the altar of rapture. The treacherous Maskin hold the altar of despair. We must control both to light the flame. If you help us seize the altar of despair from the Maskin, I will be honored to kindle the flame of Agnon for my lord Sheogorath. The only way to assault the altar of despair is down the main passage between the two altars. It will be difficult. The Maskin have fortified their position, but I am confident that with your help, we can defeat them. Will you help us retake the altar of despair and drive the Maskin out of Cylon once and for all? Ah, Miral's beloved surprise attack. A perfect example of why males do not hold command positions. He has failed to consider the risks of his plan. If the Maskin had prepared an ambush along that route, we would be slaughtered. We're better off storming the main passage, where our superior strength and blade work can come into play. The flame is fed from the Altar of Rapture and the Altar of Despair. Only servants of Sheogorath can kindle the altars. Once we capture the Altar of Despair from the Mazkin, it will be my great honor to light the flame for Lord Sheogorath. For Sheogorath's glory.
The Mazkin are unworthy to guard all.
For the Mad God! For the Mad God! For the Mad God! For Sheogorath! Mad God! For the Mad God! Begone, mortal, or you will soon find yourself between the Mazkin and their prey. A most dangerous place to be. We are preparing to wipe out the arrogant Ariels once and for all. Once they break themselves on our defenses, Xylarn will be ours, a gift for our Lord Sheogorath. Then you have arrived just in time to help us defend the Altar of Despair. Once the strength of the Ariels is shattered, I will be honored to light the flame as my Lord Sheogorath commands. Our rivals, the so-called Golden Saints. One day Sheogorath will finally recognize their bull-headed stupidity and expel them from the realm. You know us as Dark Seducers, a name given us by our enemies. But we are the Mazkin in our own tongue, Sheogorath's only truly loyal servants. The two altars, Blessed Despair and Holy Rapture, feed the great flame of Agnon above us. Only Sheogorath's immortal servants can kindle the altars, and I am at my lord's command. But I only hold despair for the moment. The Ariels hold Rapture and are massing to attack us. But never fear, they are no match for us. Once their main force is destroyed, with your help, we can easily take Rapture from the few survivors. Then I will... Only the immortal servants of Sheogorath can kindle the altars of despair and Rapture, which in turn... Once the Ariels are routed from the Altar of Rapture, I will be most pleased to command my soldiers to light the flame for Sheogorath's glory. I am honored to assist Lord Sheogorath's emissary. Walk with our Lord. I am honored. We are expecting the Orioles to attack any moment. They'll come down the main passage from the Altar of Rapture. They are... Once the Orioles are destroyed... As you wish. But I advise you to join the winning side if you really want the flame relit. The Orioles will never drive us from Sylarn. The Altar of Rapture will... What is it, Emissary? We hold the Altar of Despair, here within the Shrine of the Flame of Agnon. Continue down the corridor if you wish to meditate there upon the fate of all things mortal. The counterpart to the Altar of Despair, Rapture is currently held by the Orioles in their complacency, but that will soon change. She is the Gorkedric, commander of the Mazkin here at Sylarn. She has never yet been defeated by the Orioles, despite their strength. The Holy Flame can only be lit from the Altars of Despair and Rapture. Alas, the Orioles hold Rapture for now. You should speak to the Gorkedric Ulfri at once. She will be glad of your help to rid Sylarn of the arrogant Orioles once and for all. For Sheogorath's glory. The Orioles will soon pay for their arrogance. What is it, Emissary? For Sheogorath's glory.
Hail! My soul for Sheogorath. It is on the east side of Sylarn, which we hold for Lord Sheogorath. The Armazalkana has her command post there. Go. My soul, go. My soul, go. My soul, for Sheogorath's glory. Alas, the Mazkin do... Go.
The Mazkin are unworthy to guard my soul for Sheogorath. Go.
Sheogorath's blessings upon... Greetings, Emissary. We await your command. Are you ready to help us destroy the Mazkin and take control of the Altar of Despair? Are all males so obstinate? Have I not already told you that I consider that route too risky? What makes you think you can persuade me when my own lieutenant cannot? You've seen this with your own eyes? I must be sure it isn't a trap if I'm to take such a risk. Myrrel was very convincing as well. Very well, we'll risk it. The Underdeep it is. May Sheogorath's divine madness possess us today. Orioles, we attack through the Underdeep. The Maskin will be destroyed
Down
before
with
they
the
awake to
Maskin.
their danger. Follow.
My soul!
Kneel before the saints.
Kill the master!
For the Mad God! For the Mad God! For the Mad God! Kneel before the saints. For the Mad God!
Kneel before the saints!
For Sheogorath! For the Mad God! For Sheogorath! Atal Oriole! For the Mad God! The Altar of Despair is ours.
Help us hold the altar against the Maskins.
Comrades, beware. Comrades, beware. Kneel before the saints. Atal Sheogorath! Kneel before the saints. The Altar of Despair is ours, for Sheogorath. That's glory.
For Sheogorath!
Atal Oriole. For Sheo.
For the Mad God! For Sheogorath! For Sheogorath!
My soul for Sheo. Go. Victory is ours. I have already selected a candidate for the honor of kindling the Altar of Rapture. I will now claim the honor of victory for myself, here on the Altar of Despair. My lord's choice of emissaries is strange, but he tolerates the Maskin in his service as well, so who can fathom his ways? No matter. I serve him, not you. Stand aside. My soul, go. You've served Sheogorath well. Farewell. I go now to kindle the Altar of Despair. Thanks to you, the Maskin have been utterly defeated. Go. My soul for Sheogorath. For Sheogorath's...
My soul for Sheogorath's glory.
My soul for... Go. My soul for Sheogor... Thanks to... For Sheogorath's glory. You have served out the Maskin with their own medicine. Not the most glorious victory, perhaps, but Sylarn is ours at last, thanks to you. Go. Speak, citizen. Speak. Go. Speak quickly. Speak. Go. Speak quick. Go. Speak, citizen. Speak, citizen.
You've brought it. The holy flame of Agnon, the fire of inspiration and rapture. If you light the great torch on the mania side of the Sacellum, you will be a hero to the people of Bliss, I assure you. Do not think about it. Dream about it. Let your mind soar on flights of fancy. I know you will choose well in the end.
Come, light the great torch for dementia. Illuminate the conspiracies. Deepen the shadows. The people of Crucible await their hero. Oh no! You don't want to do that. Don't believe their lies. They are no true friends. Don't you see it? How they whisper behind your back. No, light the torch for dementia, and you'll see how we treat our friends. Dementia takes care of its own. You know that the hero who lights the torch for dementia is granted the Ring of Intrigue, a boon for those who would gain access to hidden knowledge. Surely you will do what is right, won't you? Yes, let your mind worry at the problem. Let fear and dismay over making the wrong choice sink their talons deep into your brain. Greetings.
The resonator has been reactivated, and the Isles are no longer open to invasion. Arden Sul works in mysterious ways.
See you. It would be a truly demented act to light the great torch with a flame purchased with the blood of the Golden Saints. Come.
So, you should know that in addition to the adulation of the people of Bliss, there is also a more earthly reward. The hero who lights the great torch for Mania is traditionally awarded the raiment of Arden Sul. Not that this should influence your choice at all. Now, what do you say? I knew I saw the glint of true mania in your eyes, my child. Go now and let the holy flame inspire the people of Bliss to new heights of madness. Light the great torch. Let the maniacal dance of the flames blaze out across the realm. Hello.
The Ballywog are known to carry swamp fever.
I thought they were related to the Grummites. Take care.
Another sheep returns to the flock.
Tidings. The great torch in accordance with the ancient tradition. Receive now the raiment of Arden Sul in honor of your mighty deed in service to Mania. Poor Bighead will never find... Tell me more. Tread the humble... path and find enlightenment.
Aren't you off to a good start? That's important. For me. Really, your work is going to save me a lot of time. The Grey March is upon us, and the ordering begins. Armies of order, sweep my realm! Death! Destruction! Then I have to pick up the pieces. And there are always lots of pieces. I don't like it, having to rebuild my realm every era. Sometimes I forget where things go, like New Sheoth. I can never remember where it belongs. You'll change that. Break the cycle. You'll stop Jiggalag, and I'll have my realm to come back to. I've never actually tried that before. Why not? Something has to work. Once, I dug a pit and filled it with clouds.
Or was it clowns? It doesn't matter, it didn't slow him down. To be honest, it wasn't the best idea. And it really began to smell! Must have been clowns. Clouds don't smell bad. They taste of butter. And tears. But this is all new! A fresh idea! Something I hadn't thought of. Until I did. It's sure to work, even though it might not. Now, you'll need the respect of my citizens. They'll need a leader, someone to look up to when I'm gone. They're the backbone of any great land. Except where the backbone is an actual backbone. Ever been to Malakoth's realm? Oh, nasty stuff. But back to the business at hand. You'll need to control one of the courts of madness. Replace a current duke, or duchess, whichever. That will command respect. The people will rally around you. You'll have their love, their admiration, their complaints, whatever, as long as it keeps them on our side. No. No. Well, yes, absolutely. Bit of a shame for them. But sometimes, you need to break a few eggs. Or skulls. There are rules, though, even in the Isles. Rituals and rules. You need to follow them. Speak to Artis and Dervenin, the High Priest at the Sacellum Arden Sul. They can explain what needs to be done. And you've always got our man Haskell to call on for help. Faithful, like a good hound, that one. And he looks better in a suit. It's already started, but you might be able to stop it. We're making you into a leader that people can trust. Someone to look up to. Someone to blame. Once I'm gone, things usually get bad quickly. Lots of defections, lots of carnage, but with you at the helm, things will be different. This time, I'll beat him. I can't stand losing, and I don't mind cheating. Come visit again, or I'll pluck out your eyes!
Tidings, and welcome. You chose well. The great torch shines as a beacon of mania to inspire and inflame all who gaze upon it. Yes, how we would all aspire to be as great a leader as the first. Our savior, Arden Sul, the greatest Duke of the Ages. We celebrate him with the ritual of accession, the path to maniac bliss. An important part of our history, my friend. I would be glad to tell the tale if you have a moment. Arden Sul was perhaps the greatest Duke to walk our land. Many years ago, he decided to hold a night of absolute indulgence, resplendent with dance, wine, and sex, to celebrate his fondness for his brethren. The green moat flowed like water in a stream, as the revelers voraciously succumbed to its rapturous ways. Ah, but it was, as the bacchanal